Hey, what's up, y'all? Today I wanted to talk about digitally unplugging. So, last week, the grand jury results for Breonna Taylor's case came back, and her killers were not charged. And it was reinforced to the world that white walls matter more than Black women's lives. As Brother Malcolm said, the most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. And I think last week, just as I said, reinforced that, sadly. So I'm emotionally wrecked, and I know many others are too. So Black women are exploited and constantly code switching and dodging microaggressions at work, and are then turning around and attending candlelight vigils and nonviolent protests at night for Breonna and countless other victims to police violence and brutality. And this is all the while dealing with that continual police brutality. So just think about it for a second. After the killing of George Floyd, a light was shown on police brutality. But instead of it reducing, the violence and intimidation tactics only increased in an effort to suppress Black Lives Matter protesters. So my heart is with my fellow sisters who are trying to keep their heads above water right now with broken hearts and fury in their veins. So one thing I did to block out some of the world right now is reduce my social media intake. So I deactivated my Facebook account, which I had had since 2005. I was already deleting quote unquote friends left and right because on a daily people are posting Black people getting killed, and that is not normal. And also, human rights is not a topic up for debate or to agree to disagree. And as I stepped away, it also gave me the opportunity to see how many of those quote unquote friends reach out to me outside of Facebook. So one thing I did keep was my Instagram account in order to connect and learn from so many empowering activists, mainly Black women activists, and as a source and tool to highlight my modeling. And so I have this YouTube channel, Kimmy Changa, that I recently created over the summer as a cathartic way to hold space for myself and also for y'all. And I really appreciate, your views and you watching and just kind of, sitting with me in these moments. But I do spend a good portion of my days now unplugged as a way to really focus on self-care, activism, and reading. And in speaking of reading, this week is Banned Books Week. There have been thousands of books added to that list since the early 1980s. And I wholeheartedly believe that any piece of literature that is forcefully banned or censored as it pertains to Blackness, LGBTQ, calling out the government, future dystopia, etc., should be read in its entirety. So I encourage you all, if you haven't already done so, to just take that time to unplug and recenter yourselves, because this fight, this movement is long from over. Your courage, voice, and vote are needed more than ever right now. So take care of yourselves and keep your heads up. And as always, justice for Breonna Taylor. Peace.